Hello friends, our today's question is question number 2114, which is maximum number of words found in sentences. So let's read it. So we are given a sentence. A sentence is a list of words that are separated by a single space with no leading or trailing spaces. We all know that it is basic definition of sentence. You are given an array of string sentences where each sentence of I represents a single sentence. So we are given an array of strings sentences. Inside sentences we are given strings of sentences, and each sentence of I represents a single sentence. Return the maximum number of words that appear in the single sentence. So we need to return the maximum number of words that appear in a single sentence. Let's read the example. So sentences array is given as Alice and Bob Leetcode. So this first sentence has 5 words, and I think so too. This second sentence has 4 words, and the last sentence, this is the great thanks very much, is has 6 words. So our output will be 6 words because this is great thanks much as the largest number of words. So this was the explanation. Now let's understand this in detail. So first we are given a sentences array. So sentence is what? If I write a word is an English thing. Just for example, I wrote a sentence. So how much words are there in this sentence? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 words are there in this sentence. So to count words in a particular sentence, what we need to do here? This should be capital. Sorry. Now a word is an English thing. So in this particular sentence we need to count words. So after a particular word we should know that a space is there, a single space is there after each and every particular word. So to count word in a particular sentence, what we need to do, if we will start a loop here. If space encounters after any element or any index or any word, if these space encounters, we will increment the count. So we will know at last that, and these inside this we have given that with no leading or trailing spaces. So they made easy for us that we don't need to check any leading or trailing spaces here. So in that particular sentence we don't have leading or any trailing particular spaces. So this is easy for us. So after each and every word, if space encounters, we will increment the count. So we at last, when the loop reaches this index or element, so we will know that how many words are there. So let's see this. So first initializing count to 0. So after this loop uh, comes here, so our count would be incremented to 1. Then this is not space, and this is also space, though again 2. Then this is not space, this is space, so again now 3. Now this is not space, this is space, so again 4. Then this is not space, and again this is space, so again now we have 5. And now we know that in a particular sentence, if spaces and spaces are counted, so we know that word are always greater than spaces by 1. If we can say this word is equal to spaces plus 1. So if we have calculated the number of spaces, we can know that how much words are in there. So if spaces are 5, for example, in this example we encountered this number of spaces are 5. So we know that now the number of words are 6 here. So what we will do, in every particular sentence with no leading or trailing spaces, always spaces plus 1 will be equal to number of words. So this is the main thing in this particular question. If you know this concept, or you understand this concept very well, so you will easily able to solve this question. Now let's understand this. First we will make a maximum variable which would be initialized to 0 because we need maximum number of words. Now running a for loop here, string as sentences inside the sentences array. Now inside this I would be initializing a count variable which will count the spaces. Now inside is again a loop to count spaces in a particular sentence. This loop is for outer loop for these all the three elements, and now inside this we need to run again a for loop which will count the character inside this s string particular this element, and inside this I am running loop to check spaces. Now if that particular character encounters the space, we will increment the count, and this loop is for the inside only one particular element only. Now what we will do, we will assign the maximum variable to the maximum of count or not count, sorry, maximum comma count plus 1, because we know that number of words equal to spaces plus 1. So maximum variable would be equal to maximum of two elements. What will be the a maximum variable which was this and count plus 1. So from this both two, whatever element will be maximum will be initialized to this maximum variable. So at last we will know that how much which element has the largest number of words. Now let's do the code. So first our task is to initialize a maximum variable, and you to initialize to 0. Now running a for loop to the particular array, string s sentences. Now running now making a space variable which is for space. Now running another for loop which would be initializing, which will be counting space inside the string if character encounters space. So we will increment the count here, and this loop is for counting spaces only. Now we will initialize the maximum, assign the maximum variable to the maximum of maximum and count plus 1. Now at last we will return the maximum. Now let's test and run this. Okay, all the two test cases are passed here. Now let's submit and check the results. Okay, it is accepted and all the 90 test cases are passed here. Our runtime is 0 millisecond and beats 100%. Memory used here is 13.53 MB and beats are 11.39%. And this was the solution of this question. Thank you.